I'm kind of torn between two things I want to do today. The random project generator set a flashcard app for studying, which I think would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind trying this. But also I was wanting to kind of do something like a ChatGPT clone, because I feel like that would be kind of fun too. Gonna use plain JS probably, but work fine in React. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. A few streams from now, I'm gonna be doing a code adventure. Let's see. Which is kind of like front-end mentor. It's our version of it. I want to do one of the calculators on here. I think I might knock this one out. JavaScript calculator with a dark mode. I think we have a couple of calculators on here. Yeah, we got the one I made, which was the one I just showed you, and then this new morphism one that Brian did. I'll pick one of these, and I might do this on a future stream. I've never built a calculator before, but I feel like it would be pretty straightforward. I'm excited to do the CSS part for the buttons. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. I was thinking of adding a multiplayer to it so you would have like a shared list of equations. That's pretty cool. You want to try the stack method? What is that? Stack method. Instead of 5 to 7, 5 plus 7, you would do... Oh, I see. That's cool. Maybe I could do something like that for one of these calculators too. It probably won't be this stream, probably not next stream, but I think the next one, I'm going to try to work on a code adventure. I don't want to do too many code adventures. People tend to copy them line for line and just submit them, so. All right, I can't choose if I'm going to do a flashcard app or if I'm going to do a ChatGPT clone. I feel like a ChatGPT clone would be fun. I've done it in vanilla JavaScript forever ago. I've never done it in React though, which I think would be really cool. Hey Sean, are you here? If so, I can start taking a look at your PR if you want. I know I'm gonna wait for Rohald. I think he's gonna join too. He submitted a PR too. Yeah, I got 2 PRs in here. I think you had like 2 or 3 in yours. Yeah, so you added the loading state. Oh, nice. That's cool. I like that. I like that your PRs are so intricate and descriptive. I had to reopen Twitch because it was glitching. I feel like it was glitching on my end too. I know a lot of people don't join right away, but it was like eerily quiet. Could have just been quiet, but I also had some issues with my mic, but I think I fixed them. This feature addresses issue number 2. Good looking out putting this issue number. I wanted to include that in the PR video on how to submit a PR, but I forgot. But I'm glad you were able to do that. Why does it say first time contributor? You've definitely contributed to me before, unless it's repo specific. It might be repo specific. Not related, but might give you an idea since you use GitHub a lot. GitHub.com div HDR. It's a nice TUI app for GitHub, so that in Go that I opened a PR to yesterday, it's repo specific. Oh, it is repo specific. Yeah, I was wondering why it said first time contributor. So it's a GitHub CLI extension to display a dashboard with pull requests and issues. That's nice. That's nice. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take a look at this. Because I really hate that I have to go to GitHub. And this is my personal GitHub account. And I'm not signed into my personal email on this computer. Just my work email. And the only way I can see like a list of my PRs that have been submitted are through my email address. Like there's no way for me to just go to GitHub and see all my PRs, I don't think. What does this button do? Mention review requests. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if there's a place to go. GHPR list and more. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take a look at this. Thanks for the share for sure. You said you submitted a PR to it. What did you work on? One of the issues? Oh wow, you can create the PRs directly from the command line? That's sick. There was an old issue to support custom date formats. Oh, okay. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a look at this after the stream. For sure. Get it all set up. All right, so feature add loading state. This feature addresses issue number 2. Currently, when the user clicks Start Trivia Quiz, the page is static as it fetches data and renders the trivia quiz component. This is kind of small for me. There we go. This makes it seem like the application is slow or lagging. Very, very true. Let me see. Let me just pull up terminal. What is it? 100 days. Trivia? Where's trivia? Am I blind? Where's my trivia app? Oh, you know what? I bet you it's in the 100 days. Probably not. Let me see something. It might just be still here. It's not. Weird. I don't even... Might have deleted it on accident. Let me just clone it back down. Actually, okay, stay right here. Get clone. Yeah, so if I type in like X Games 3, yeah, nothing really happens when you click Start Trivia. It kind of looks like it's just laggy or nothing happened until something comes back. It might actually error it out just now. No, didn't error out. Huh. JavaScript. Start Trivia. What is all of this getting... It's coming from Axios. Huh, and this is my original version too. I wonder why I'm getting an error. And what is this? Inline icon? Stateful? I saw this yesterday when I was working in a different project. I wonder if this is something to do with Vite. JavaScript. This is so weird. Error, bad request. What's going on with my request? Oh, you know what? I wonder if because I'm using that, yeah, I don't have my env file, which is supposed to be loading up my my environment variables. Let me see. I know I have to have my original project somewhere here. I might have accidentally threw it in the wrong folder though. All right, I think I found it. Unless this is the one that I just used. It might be. Nope, this is the original. Okay, we're good. All right, so this should work. So if we type in like X Games, hit start, nothing really happens, and then the quiz pops up. So that's what Sean was addressing in his PR. Sorry that took a lot longer. Anyway, in what year were the X Games first held? I truly don't know. I'll say 95. Sounds right. Cool. Got it. What extreme sport does Tony Hawk, a famous X Games athlete, excel in? Definitely skateboarding, right? Where are the Winter X Games typically held? I think Aspen. Could be wrong, but okay, cool, Aspen. Cool. So Sean apparently fixed that weird this lag right here where nothing happens for a bit. So let's go to pull requests. Bug trivia component. Oh wait. Oh, I was in issues. I was like, why is there 4 PRs here? Is there a timer between questions? Maybe a little progress bar for that. That would be a cool feature too. There is not. I think I have a set timeout for like three seconds, I think. So we do like JavaScript. Let's hit like 10 questions here. Hit start trivia. Once it gets that data back from the API, if it does, which also no one set up error handling yet, so sometimes there is an error. Let's try it again. Script. Oh wait, this is the old version, I think. Right? Oh no, it's not. It's mine. Let's close off this one then. Click that. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 seconds, something like that. I did get those errors a few times too. Yeah, I did too, which it was really annoying because I wanted to just implement the error handling myself, but it's such an easy thing to implement. I wanted to see if someone else wanted to do it. But if no one does, I can always go and do it too. Well, actually, no, this is part of the 100 Days of Code series, so people could find this video within the series for like months down the road and might want to implement it, so I'll just leave it as is. But yeah, let's check out your version, Sean. Added loading state. I hate how confusing it is. Like I just want to check out your branch. Well, wait, can I switch to your branch? I should be able to, right? So if I go to GitHub and I like pull fetch. I think I pull first and I do fetch. I should get your branch. And then I could just like change into it, I think. I don't know. We'll see. No, I only have my branch in here. I'm not sure. I feel like there's definitely an easier way to handle PRs and take a look at them than going to your GitHub, finding it, and then pulling it down. Yeah, there is a code drop down, but it's like I have to go to his thing, I think anyway. I have to find the repo. Let's see. from the pull request. Top right. Let's check it out. All right, so this is the pull request, top right code. Okay, check out with, okay, so get GHPR checkout for. Try that. Oh, it does. I do have the GitHub CLI. And I'm actually in his branch now, so that works. Cool. All right, so I'm on his branch. So let's just see. Let's run this. All right, so let's do World of Warcraft. Hit trivia. There we go. Look at that loading. That's so nice. That's sick. UX is so great on here. Which race in the game could transform into a worgen? That would be humans. Fun fact, I was very addicted to World of Warcraft for the longest time. What is the name of the primary currency used in World of Warcraft? Gold. Sweet. Love it, love it, love it. So if I do something like JavaScript arrays and hit 10, which might take a bit, we can take a look at this awesome loading screen that we get. Nice. Good job, Sean. I'll take a look at the code too, since it's not really a whole lot of people on stream today. Might just check out the PRs, to be honest. Maybe we could even try merging them in. I was going to do it off stream just so I don't mess anything up, but... You've been playing WoW since 2007? That's cool. Hell yeah. I played a lot. Like, I don't think I ever really truly understood the game. I just really liked playing it. I never got super involved with it, but I was so addicted to it while I played it, though. I play a much nerdier RPG, and I've been playing that game since I was like 10 years old, and I still play it. Every single night after work, I play it. If you can, I'm not going to mention it because it's so nerdy, but if you can guess it, I'll confirm. I'll either confirm or deny in the chat, but that game will have my heart till the day I die. Yeah, you're right. I'm glad that the only hint I gave you was it was super nerdy, and you already knew it was RuneScape. Yeah, RuneScape's amazing. I don't know. I feel like if you start off with RuneScape, there's nothing that's really better than it as far as RPGs go. But I have tried all the RPGs. Hey, Rohald, I didn't know you played World of Warcraft. I wonder if I could check. Can I check the differences between branches inside of VS Code? I don't think I can, huh? I'll probably hop back into GitHub. Oh, wow. I never heard of that game, Sean. Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate? Never heard of that. I have a massive love for all RPGs, to be honest. All right, so Sean imported loading icon from loading.svg question mark URL. What is this, Sean? Did you, is that something you installed? Never seen that before. Let's go to the code package. Yeah, it's nothing you installed. I don't know. What is that? Used to be heavily addicted to WoW. I feel like every developer I've ever met has been addicted to some RPG. Mine's RuneScape. WoW tried. But every time I get bored with WoW, which is pretty often, because like I said, I didn't dive too deep into it, I just go back to RuneScape. So I'm using / importing the URL in the SVG file, essentially. Let's see. Okay. So you're just putting that loading image directly into this container, which has that gray background that we saw. That's cool. That whole question mark URL behind it, though, I've never seen that. That's cool. So you imported it. So I'm guessing this is an entire component. Yeah, loading.jsx. Cool. Cool. That's cool that you made it its own component so it could be reused. Love that. Is loading? If loading is not true, render all of that. Else, render that component. See, I told you it was definitely much easier than you thought. A lot of people think loading and setting that up is very complex, and it's so simple. Basically just set some state up, you know, call it loading, say set loading, and if it's true, render a certain component and put whatever you want in the loading screen to be in that component. It's pretty simple. Yes, this is cool. I'm actually just gonna merge this one in now. I was gonna wait and do this off stream, but I'll just merge it in now. It's so simple. I'm glad you tackled it. I'm gonna keep doing some pretty basic issues for a lot of these, but I'm gonna have to start doing some more complex stuff for some people too, which is gonna be fun. One review PR trick is to disable white line diffs via the gear at the top. Gear at the top, gear at the top. Hide white space, apply and reload. Oh, that's so much nicer. Nice. Okay, good. Oh, wow. That makes this so much better. Instead of having to see this entire chunk changed. Good tip. Useful for Go, especially with its auto formatter. Oh, for sure. Perfecto. Nice. Merged on in. So I'm pretty sure git checkout main. I think I have to like manually merge it in though, right? So like if I run this, I think it's not gonna have it in there. Well, I can check. Yeah, your icon's not even in here. Nor is the new thing. Git merge. I forget the exact command. I don't want to mess things up. Let me just do it through here. Where's merge? There we go. Select the branch or tag to merge from. Add loading state. Cool. Merged in Sean's loading state updates. All right, so I should have all your work now. Yep, see our little loading SVG. Pop it up into the browser and it should work. Actually, let's do Golang because I don't know any Golang. See if you can answer any of these, mini scruff. What is the primary function of a Go routine in Golang? Execute the function concurrently to handle HTTP requests or to store the data in a database? 1. Hell yeah. This is pretty cool. Which keyboard is used to declare a new variable in Golang? Keyword, not keyboard. Let var const. var. Haven't seen var in a while. What is the purpose of the defer keyword in Golang? To define a constant, to delay the execution of a function until the surrounding function returns, or to create a new data structure? I don't know. I truly don't know. 2, I'm not spamming. Nice. Yeah, this is a pretty cool little app. I don't know if yeah, you didn't see this. This is part of the 100 Days of Code series that I'm doing, where I build 100 projects and video it. This is the first episode. And I basically just built a trivia app. So basically you give it a topic, it takes this topic, it pings ChatGPT and says, hey, send me back however many questions the user specifies. It is defaulted to 3, and one of the issues in the project was to set active states, which we're going to check that PR out in a second. Rohal did it. Hold on, my camera. It's all messed up. There we go. Think we fixed it. Nope, we didn't. Give me a sec. All right, so it should work now. So the active states on here aren't there, but it does work. And basically, it pings ChatGPT. It says, "Hey, this is the question. Give me 3, 5, or 10 questions based on this topic to quiz me on. Send it in a JSON. Send it in JSON format, and it should have an array of answers with a property that of correct answer with the value that holds the correct answer." And we basically just write some logic to test it. It's pretty cool. But the way I did it with ChatGPT, you can basically quiz yourself on anything you want. It's kind of a cool little study app. But yeah, let's check out Rohal's. Actually, I think there was just one PR from Sean, but I think you had like a couple of commits. For a hard question? What do you mean? Topic for the quiz. Hard questions about... what do you want to ask it about? My video has frozen again. Love that. I don't know what's going on with it today. Oh, you know what? It messes up every time I close this app, so I'm gonna have to leave the app open. It's fine. Is the topic any ChatGPT prompt? Yeah, basically. So all I'm doing in here is you could type in Harry Potter if you want, and we're gonna choose 5 questions. And when we start trivia, it pings ChatGPT. Well, we could pull this up, honestly. I'll just show you. It's very, very simple. Source, we're gonna go to, I think it's an app, honestly. Yeah, we just ping ChatGPT, and I give it the, I say, I want you to return a JSON object of an array named questions, of random trivia questions based on the topic, and we pop in the topic that the user supplied, and generate however many questions the user supplied, amount of questions, with 3 possible answers for each question. Also include a correct answer property with the correct answer as the value. And it sends me JSON every time, and it just, because of the format, it just works very well. And we obviously throw this JSON in an array. If you prefix it by saying it's a topic, like, give me a hard question. I don't think I understand what you mean, to be honest. New here, by the way. Thanks, Daniel Rivers. What's up? Thanks for letting me know about the camera. It happens from time to time. I don't get to see what you guys see, so thanks for the heads up. If I said something like, I am studying to take an intro to OOP class, and I want to be asked a very tough question about the object-oriented programming using C. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's just take exactly what you did and paste it in here and just see. We'll do 3 questions. We'll see if it does anything. What is the difference between class and object in C++? That seems probably pretty easy, but we'll pick a random one. All good. Over 20 years engineering here. Enjoying seeing people create stuff. Hey, that's what's up. I'm trying to get like you someday. I've got about like 3, maybe 4 years. Oh, it added A, B, and C. Yeah, sometimes it does return A, B, and C in the request. I mean, in the response that we get, which is kind of weird. But I really like the idea of adding a difficulty, which would be super simple. So, Sean, if you want to do it, you you can submit a PR. We could have like a little part of the intro here that has like a difficulty slider, and we have some options like easy. Let's just give 2 options, easy and expert. And in the code, we can say, I want you to return a JSON object of a questions based on this topic. Make it, and then we can interpolate. We can say make it difficulty, and difficulty will, if I can spell it right, geez, difficulty. Difficulty will basically be either easy or expert, which could be set up in state somewhere. Not a bad PR to submit. Can you post a repo? Yeah, for sure. So since you're new here, I'll kind of explain it. I'm doing the 100 days of code challenge, except I'm going to video every single project. So at the end of this, it's going to be 100 videos, 100 projects. It's very separate from the live streams that we're doing. This is just something on the side. And this was the first episode. I did a trivia Quizler app. It was pretty fun. And yeah, I encourage every single person that watches the series and wants to contribute to take a look at the repo. Every single project will have a public repo with some issues in it, or you can implement your own feature as long as it doesn't break the code base. Yeah, I'll merge it in. But yeah, let me get you the GitHub repo. I'll pop it in chat. There you go. But right now we're just going over some PRs that were submitted for it since this was last week, or actually early this week. And the first PR was, I left an issue in here that when you create the quiz, so if we typed in like JavaScript and you hit 3, there's no loading state that lets you know that the quiz is loading, but there is now because Sean just implemented it and we merged it in. But before it just kind of stayed there and it's horrible UX. You didn't know if it was actually going to reload, send you back anything, or if you got an error. But yeah, Sean knocked that one out the park. Nice loading state. So now we're going to check out Rohald's PR. I believe Rohald set up the active states on the buttons. So by default, 3 is set, but you can change it to 5 or 10. But either way, or whatever you click, there's no active state on any of these buttons to let you know which one's selected. So we're going to check out Rohald real quick. I'm going to check out his submission. So npm run dev. I'm now in Rohald's branch. Cool. So right off the bat, we see that 3 has that active class on it. So that's sweet. Let's do CSS. Topic CSS. All right, let's do 5 questions, 10 questions. Cool. Active states look like they're working. Make sure we have no errors. Rohald doesn't write errors though, so we should be good. Start trivia. Now I don't have the loading state anymore because this is Rohald's branch. But what does CSS stand for? Rohald, if you're still here, I'm gonna have you answer these. You should be able to get these though. It's CSS. What does CSS stand for? Cascading Style Sheets, Centralized Style Server, Creative Style Solutions. Got no room on my desk for my water. Rohald might be busy. Cascading Style Sheets. What property is used to change the text color in CSS? This is a good one. Is it font color? Is it text color? Or is it color? Can't style. Rohald is the pro at CSS. Which CSS property controls the size of an element's border? Border size, border width, or border style? Border width. Pretty cool. All right. Let's go ahead and merge in his work because it's looking good. Let's check out the code first though. Dang, so I have to hide white space on every one though. It's not bad though. It's not bad. Button on click set question count label has checked. Look at these pseudo elements, Rohald. Good job. That's cool. I didn't even know Tailwind had this. That's sick. See, this is why I like you guys contributing, because I get to learn a lot too. I'm very, very new with Tailwind. Okay, cool. So you changed the buttons to... Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes... I was wondering why like has checked would even do anything, because I think I just used buttons. So you changed it to inputs, radio inputs. That way you can just click one at a time, and then obviously if it's checked, it's active. That's pretty simple. That's a lot simpler than what I would have done, to be honest. That's sick. Good job, Rohold. Yeah, this is pretty sick. Cool. Let's go ahead and merge this in. I'm really bad at saying I'm going to merge it in later, and I just do it now, but it's okay. Conflicting files. Branches. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, I'll merge this in later. I have so much anxiety when I hear things conflicting files, and I don't want to do that live. We'll figure that out later. All right, cool. What do you want to build today? I was thinking something like a ChatGPT clone. I wouldn't mind doing something like that in React, because I haven't done that in React before. I think a ChatGPT clone would be pretty cool. We could do that if you guys want. I can do it super basic, have you guys style it up really good too. I know Soli likes to style things up. I'm surprised she didn't submit a PR yet to the trivia thing. I wonder if she even forked it. GitHub. Oh yeah, she did fork it 16 hours ago. I wonder what she's gonna do or work on. Real quick though, let me go close those issues. Oh, I see what you mean, that you set up your own. Yeah, you set up some issues yourself, Sean. Cool. Quiz trivia. Yeah, you know what? I did notice this. Sometimes it actually pushes the trivia over all the way down. Oh, thanks for the follow, Daniel. When the trivia game ends, game over is rendered, but trivia quiz still persists. How to reproduce. Download React DevTools, Google Chrome. Dude, your PRs are so handy. You put so much info in these. This is great. Nice. I'm going to leave this, and if no one does it after like a few weeks, maybe I'll do it. I never thought about other people submitting their own issues too. So that's really cool. That's awesome. All right. Let's build something. Let's get to some coding. Big into documentation for some reason and making things super clear. Yeah, I noticed. That's a super good quality. My my last job would have loved you. Oh, let's do a yeah, very underrated. I agree. It's good quality, dude. For sure. I learned the importance of that the hard way. When I started working with my first team, I realized how big of a deal that is. All right, let's do this since no one said anything else. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I think we'll build like a ChatGPT clone or something. We'll do like a basic version. But we'll do it in React because I've never done it in React yet. ChatGPT clone. And it's available. Let's call it a basic ChatGPT clone built in React. And I'll use Tailwind. What's your framework of choice? I finally decided to hop in to a framework and use React. but I'm very new to React. So like what I try to do in these live streams is just build something fun that I normally would have built in vanilla JavaScript that I'm used to, and just challenge myself a bit. A lot of the times I'm struggling on these streams. I don't know everything, that's for sure. Last week we built a oh, you know what, mini scruff, let me show you. So last week we did the if you remember, we did the rock paper scissors game, and I had a horrible headache, so I hopped off, but I ended up actually completing it the next day. Let's pull it up, I'll show it to you, because I actually finished it, and I actually rewrote it completely, so the code's a lot better too. But anyways, let's hop out of here. CD, actually let's go back into code. And I think it was, yeah, just rock, paper, scissors. CD, rock, paper, scissors, code. Yikes, npm run dev. So there's some issues here too, if you want to go and check them out and fix. I think I have some issues set up, but you hit start. Oh, it's super zoomed in. Let's restart this. So you hit start. It says rock, paper, scissors. I chose paper, and I lost. The computer chose scissors. I chose paper, and it shows the computer's answer here. What I would like is maybe to show both of them, and then like show like the winner, like smashing the winner. I mean the loser or something like that. But you hit play again, and you just go through it again. I'm gonna choose scissors this time. And I lost again. The computer chose rock. So I'll play again. Let's choose rock this time. And I lose again. I lost 3 times in a row. All right, let's go rock again. There's no way I'm gonna lose 4 times. There's just no way. It's a draw. Oh well. AI does cheat. Choose rock a 5th time. Come on. Give me a win. Oh my god. See, there's this little issue here if you start it too quickly. So I'm gonna just refresh the page. Let's go scissors. But looks good, thanks. I am gonna get a win. I gotta get a win before I stop showing. Computer chose scissors, and I chose rock, and I lost. Okay, so there actually is some issues with the logic here, it looks like. But I do think if you like actually refresh the game, I think it's impossible to break it. I just think there's some issues with the logic when I refresh everything. I think I have some stuff left in state. So let's just hit refresh until I win. Oh, my back is killing me today. Computer chose scissors. I chose paper. I lost. Of course. I am incapable of winning a simple game of rock, paper, scissors. Computer chose scissors and I chose rock and I lost. And this was a hot refresh. So yeah, I guess there is a little bit of bugs. But why am I not winning at all? I should be able to win. Both chose paper. Yeah, if you guys want to take a look at the repo, figure out what I did wrong. Computer chose paper. Oh, I didn't choose anything, so I lost. Let's go scissors. I'm gonna rock. I just want to see the green screen. Every time I tested this, I'd win like every one. Of course, while I'm streaming, trying to show you guys. Don't let me win. All right, one more time. If I don't get it, you guys can use your imagination. It's just a green screen. That's it. But yeah, we ended up building it out the next day from scratch, and it was a lot easier without the headache. My head was throbbing that day. Anyways, a basic ChatGPT clone built in React and Tailwind CSS. Daniel says, I am more a Vue/Next guy now. Fell in love after React frustrations. Yeah, React's definitely a little frustrating for me. I have built a couple things in Vue, like very small things like a to-do list app and whatnot, and I thought it was very simple. I think the only reason I didn't go full into Vue is just because I just feel like all the popularity's in React, and it was hard enough learning one. But I ended up using Angular at my first job, which, oh my god, I hate Angular so much. But I actually, oh, you said Nuxt, not Next. I was about to say, I thought Next was a React thing. Code Kata, or Kata, whatever that is the idea of building the same small things many times in a row to master concepts. Well, if Kata comes from karate. Just Kata comes from karate. Oh yeah, I'm a big proponent of that. Whenever I was learning how to code, I was actually using Treehouse. That's how I learned how to code. I would just learn something, and then before I'd hop on to the next thing, I would build stuff with it. And then I would keep building stuff with it in different ways. That way I wouldn't like just memorize what I'm doing. I would build it in different ways. And that was how I got things to really stick in my brain. But I'm a big believer in just coding things. I mean, you can learn all you want. You can do tutorials all you want, but you're not going to learn anything till you break stuff. Just me streaming every Thursday, I've learned so much. My last role before my current one was 2 years Angular. I was a senior on the team. Was quote unquote fun. I don't know if it was just my experience with Angular, but the team was on a super old version of Angular 2. It was bad. The whole experience was horrible. I didn't like it. I mean, I did it. It was fun. I learned a lot. I haven't written a single line of Angular since. All right, let's build out a basic ChatGPT clone. This should be fun. I wonder how much different this is going to be than in vanilla. I know vanilla JavaScript is pretty simple to build this. npm create beat at latest. Ignore React, JavaScript, npm. Let's just get this up in the editor real fast. I'll just use this terminal. npm I, and I'm gonna use Tailwind for this one instead of Sass or whatever like we did last week, because Sass is great, but man, that's time consuming. npx, I think it is, Tailwind CSS, post CSS, auto prefixer. Actually, it's not npx, it's npn id. Also, let's go and style this thing. Let's figure out how we want to do that. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I have to have some sort of thing to go off of how I want to style it. I wish Soli was here. She can give us some ideas. But Soli's probably sleeping. We're going to do this in dark mode from the jump. It's my eyes. You guys want to pick like a primary color for it? Keep it a little different than what ChatGPT is, maybe. Should we also do like the sidebar, like how ChatGPT? You want to do orange? All right, we'll do orange as the primary. Where we have like a history log with a new chat. I don't use ChatGPT, so I don't know what it looks like. Kind of just looks like this. What is Golang? So I'm gonna build something super basic. I don't think I'm gonna do the sidebar with the chat history. And if y'all want to see that, we could do that in another stream. I'll try to keep this one kind of small. Oh yeah, it's nothing crazy. But I think like there's a couple of well, they used to be more green. I know the main color is green. We'll use orange though. We'll keep it super simple. Cool, so what I'll do is I'll basically make this a chat GPT clone. We'll have like our little bar down here to type. We'll ask it something, we'll ping ChatGPT, and it'll basically look exactly like this. Cool, let's do that. Yeah, so design work is not gonna be hard at all. It's gonna be very simple. And I'm not a designer at all, so. I'll just do something very basic. And I think there was like a little up arrow for the button. Let's look for an arrow. Arrow up. And honestly, we're just gonna use Tailwind. So I'll just use like the default colors, like the default probably slate or maybe even just the zinc default colors for Tailwind, and then I'll use like our we'll use orange for the primary. Nah, I don't even know if I like that. That's fine. Let's do 100 here, 100 here. Make it the same. Make it round. Oops. This will be ChatGPT's response, or this will be us, I guess. So we'll pop up here at the top. Maybe our chat bubble could be like a dark background color or something. We'll go with the same color. What is JavaScript like versus Python? I don't know. Make the font a little bit bigger too. We'll keep that full width. So this will basically be our chat feed, and then we'll have one from ChatGPT. ChatGPT will be orange. Something like that, maybe. Let's get some lorem ipsum. So this could be like ChatGPT's response or something. And then, yeah, we'll just keep on going from there. We'll make it super basic. So this shouldn't take too long, maybe like an hour, 2 hours. I don't know. We're doing this with React, so we'll see. We'll see if this is a lot more difficult than it seems. But it shouldn't be. It should be pretty simple, I think. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's grab this. Is this a good orange? If so, we'll use this color value. But let's get into the code base. Let's go here at Tailwind slash, forget the directives. Let's just open it up. I think I've got Flowbyte new setup. Show me. Yeah, we need these. Oh yeah, we also need to npm init. Oh, wait, what is it? Let's just copy it. npx tailwind init-p. Set up the config. There we go. I'm just gonna run through this very quickly to get this all set up. Got the directives in there. Okay, cool. That's everything we need for Tailwind. Let's see if this is even working in the browser. It should. I don't think we did anything wrong. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so let's just get started in the app. This will be like our main entry point. So let's do min height. I'm sorry, this is Tailwind. Min height screen. BG, we'll do gray 800 maybe. Looks good. Let's do zinc. I don't like the bluish tint to it. Oh yeah, it looks a lot better. Let's make this smaller. We'll use our terminal here, so we don't need let's also pull this back up. So I guess we'll have like two main components, right? We'll have the chat interface, which will be this big section up here. And then at the very bottom, we'll have our, I don't know what we should call these, because this whole thing's a chat interface. Maybe we'll call this whole section here chats. Yeah, this will be chats. And this could be new chat field. I don't know. It's so hard for me to figure out the descriptive names for the components. Do you guys have any ideas what we should call this top section, this bottom section? Differentiate them. This could be chat log, and this could just be like new chat. I think that kind of works. Chat log and new chat. Yeah, chat log and new chat. We'll go with that. Don't overcomplicate things. Let's go ahead and delete that. We don't need our assets folder. Don't need this app.css folder file. I mean, let's go and remove it. I think it auto removes it. Yeah, it's gone. Everything still works. Cool. All right, let's set up those components. So chat log.jsx and new chat.jsx. And these will be like our two main components. Let's put them in a folder. So let's put chat log in there, and let's put new chat in there too. And let's just render these both in here. Chat log, and then new chat. We've got to import them though. All right, cool. Let's say text white for now, just so we can see everything. Cool. And I'll just make this like mobile from the jump, and we'll just set like a max width on it, so when we open it up wide, it'll be fine. All right, let's go into chat log, and the first thing I want to do is we'll give it a height. Let's do class name. We'll say height 95%. Will that work? No, I think I gotta do like 95% like this. Actually, I don't even think that would work. Let's just go view height. Say, or wait, you know what? No, that should be fine. That should be fine. We'll do 90, by the way. And then we'll keep it consistent, and new chat will just have 10. What do we do? Min height or just height? We just did height. So height, we'll do 10 view height. PG red 500, just make sure. All right. Let's go padding 3. We'll do padding 3 for both, actually. Probably should be more on the top one. Well, we can do PY 5, and then we'll just do PX 3. PY, oh, there we go. Cool. Let's just do the new chat first, because that's gonna be super simple. I'm gonna just put a form in here. Take the action out. Form, input, do type equals text. We're gonna have to set up the value later. Do class name with full. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't have this empty yet. Can I just do empty string? There we go. And we're gonna do some padding in here too. We're gonna do a heavy bit of padding. Padding 4. Padding 4 does not do anything. Text gray 200, well 900 just to see. Okay. We'll do a rounded medium. That looks pretty good. I want to put a little bit more padding on the top and bottom. So padding Y. Let's do like 10. Would that be too much? Yeah, it's a little too much. Oh yeah, like padding. I'm gonna do PX3. That's cool with me, I guess. Also, I want to do a position of relative on this so that we can put the little button on the inside of it. Which would mean we should do that on the form, not the input. So class name, do relative, and then for the button, we'll say button type submit, and I think this will just be like an arrow. We'll add like an icon in here later. I just want to see it, and I want to kind of give it the same thing. So same padding. So it kind of looks the same. And rounded MD, and we're gonna give it a BG of like Emerald 500 for a sec, just so I can kind of see it. Might actually have to give it like a size, so let's do size. Let's see what 20 pixels. Oh yeah, way too small. 100 pixels, way too big. Okay, 50 pixels. 50 pixels works, I guess. I'm gonna do a grid and place items center so that our icon that we use will be there. But we want to position this, so we need to say absolute. And I think transform, how do I do both? Transform, actually I think it's translate. How do I do both? Is there a way to do both? Maybe not. I think it'll be fine, but I want to do negative. So negative translate 50. Oh wait, Y 50, and then negative translate X 50. Does that even equate to anything in Tailwind? Do I need to remove the dash? Oh, you know what? I think it's half. Y slash 1/2. There we go. And then slash 1/2. Cool. There we go. And we could say top 50. Sorry, 1/2. And left. Let's do right. Oh, let's do left. No, let's do right. 1/2. Cool. Except right, we're actually going to change. We're going to do like 0. Or maybe we could do 10, negative 10. Too far. -5, -3, -4. There we go. All right, my pixel perfectness is happy with this. But I do want to center this inside of our little section down here, just because I'm too OCD about things like that, which should be pretty straightforward. So let me see. We can just do flex items center. Justify center, and then we'll have to say with full on the form, actually with full on the form. Cool. Let's remove this weird background color. The input needs a background color too though. BG zinc 500, go kind of light. 600 maybe. 800. 900. Yeah, let's just do 700. And text gray needs to be text. Well, let's keep it gray. We'll go gray like 200 though, make it lighter. And we're gonna use BG orange, which doesn't exist. We're gonna create that. BG orange. Is that how I spelled it? No, BG dash orange. And that's gonna be a background color. Let's go grab that from Figma, what we ended up using. Background color, BG orange. Cool. Actually, it's not good contrasty, but maybe we can make the icon a different color. Yeah, let's do that. Good morning, Soli. I know what you were doing. You were sleeping. How do I download? SVG file, copy path. Let's just copy the whole SVG. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like the comment, I think. Cool. Can I set a class on this and set the size? Well, that didn't work. Oh yeah, it did. LOL, no, seriously, good morning. This sleep thing is getting bad from worse. I need to get it together. Do you just go to sleep super late? We're building a ChatGPT clone, by the way. But welcome to the stream. Better late than never. All right, I really do think we're pretty much finished with this thing. Let me be not accessible for once. Say outline none. I just don't like the way the outline looks. Cool. That works. So we have this bottom part done. It's very simple. Let's make this a little bit darker on hover. BG orange hover. Cool. That looks cool, I guess. Transition background 0.2 seconds ease. Cool. I do think maybe we should do like a white icon now though. Is there anything in here? Can I do like a fill? Cool, that works. I did wake up at 8:30, but I ate some fruits and went back to bed to catch an early read and fell asleep. I don't learn. I know I should stay away from my bed when I'm at home during the day, but here I am. I'm the same way. I don't hop in my bed at all. If I do, I'm out. It's nighttime. I will fall straight to sleep. I did see though, Soli, that you forked down the trivia app repo. Are you gonna do some PRs? You're gonna submit a PR? Work on some features? All right. since we're still in here and we're pretty much finished with the UI part of it, let's maybe do a little bit of logic inside of the new chat. I'm gonna put all the state really inside of app since this is gonna be a very small build. Say const. Well, we'll pass that in. So yeah, we'll say prompt and set prompt equals use state, empty string to start it off, I guess, and we'll just import use state up here. I don't think I did. I only checked it out, gave it a star. Well, thanks for giving it a star. Oh, maybe that is what you did. I just saw like a notification. Load. Oh, yeah, it says you start it. See, I thought it was just a fork, but sweet. Oh, look, Travis did too. Look at all these people contributing. Only got 2 contributions so far, though, just Sean and Rohald. But I have no doubt if anyone else wants to, it'll be pretty nice. By the way, solely some projects that I do will be like just vanilla JavaScript or some very small CSS stuff. Some of them will be complex too, so you'll definitely find something that eventually works really, really good that you can really knock something out. Let's go. Okay. First thing I want to do, I guess, for this component is just see if we could type something and submit the form and get that into the console, which should be pretty simple. We're going to import state in here too. Import use state. I think I need to use useRef for this since we're not. Well, no, I would use. We are re-rendering this component with the text in here, so we'll use state for it. Something for the newbies. I got you. I got you. I got you all day. Const. Let's just do input val and then set input val equals use state. Set it to an empty string. And for the input itself, on change, I think we can use on change. We'll see. Let's get the event and just say set input val is equal. Well, I'm sorry, it's a setter function. So we'll say is we're setting it to e.target.value, right? Yeah. And then instead of test in here, we want to actually set it to input val. So let's see if that works. Hello world. Cool. Let's just confirm it's like in state, even though that kind of confirmed it. I just want to be extra sure. Well, it's going to be a new chat, so cool. Hello world. Sweet. Which that should be pretty simple. So now on the form, we can just do, I think it's on submit. Again, we'll see. For now, let's just console.log input val. Oh, and you know what? We're gonna need the event because we're also gonna need to prevent it from reloading. So e.prevent default, and now the form should not reload the browser. So if I hit enter, nothing should happen. Cool, it doesn't. Hello world. Let's check out the console. Let's also bring it down to the bottom, make it way easier. All right, so hello Brian and Rohald, even though I don't think they're here. Cool. So hitting enter, and I think clicking the button too. Yeah, awesome. It loads it into the console. So that's everything I want to do for now for the new chat component. It's very straightforward. It's pretty simple. Now we can work on the fun part, the chat log. And there's gonna be a few components in here too. We're gonna have like our. You summoned me. No, I was just being dumb. Oh, that kind of reminds me though. I do need to clear this, right? So I think on submission we're gonna clear the input. So we'll say set input val to an empty string. And we can remove the console.log because we know it's working. Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? I think I'm in an infinite loop or something. It's just loading. It don't want to save my changes. Or maybe my internet just sucks. Can you guys even hear me or see me? Uh-oh. I done did something wrong here. All right, so let's just backtrack. A bit and see if it fixes anything. Let's take this on change, this on submit off. So now we don't really have any logic here. Yeah, and I still can't reload the page. Maybe my internet's just broken. We can hear and see ya. Hey, do you guys want cat cam? I know you guys mentioned cat cam. You guys want cat cam? I think I know how to set it up while I'm figuring out how what's going on with this. All right, we're gonna do a cat cam. You guys ready for cat cam? We'll see if this works anyway. It should. I don't know if I can keep it going for too long though, but all right. So we'll add a source here. Video capture. Oh, you know what? I might only be able to do one at a time. No, I don't think this is working, guys. I was gonna see if I could get this to work, but I don't guess I can. It's only gonna work with one camera at a time. I think. Wait a sec. Hold on. Let me delete this one. Let me add a new video capture. Use as a new source. Okay, I'm gonna call this cat cam. We'll set this to my iPhone. Don't think it's gonna work though, and I probably started freezing. All right, I'm back. You broke it, Dustin. Brian, I fell asleep in the middle of the day again. Yeah, I don't know if I can get cat cam to work, guys. It's okay though. It's fine. I'll figure it out and I'll do it for another stream. By all accounts, this should be working, but it's not, so. No biggie diggy. We'll get back to the code. Dude, every single stream except the last one, Travis, the first time he speaks, it's always controversial. Get out of here with all that negativity, Travis. I saw you forked my repo. Go submit a feature. But yeah, for you guys that are just joining, we're building a ChatGPT clone in React. Should be fun. Except that Vite is just not working anymore all of a sudden, and it's definitely not me. I'm pretty sure anyway. There's the app. Now it's working again. Let's add everything back in, make sure it's all good. Test. Okay. Cool. We're gonna just say set input val is equal to an empty string after we submit the form. So if I type in hello bri, hit enter, cool, goes away. So we got this bottom part working, and again, for those that are just joining, it's just two main components right now. We have our chat log up here, which is going to be this whole spot. And then we have our new chat field down here, which is basically just a form with an input. Yeah, I would like to. Got to get an API key and all that set up. Yeah, I don't know why my very first project was so involved. Whenever I was setting up the issues, I was like, wait, nobody's going to really be able to like work on this without setting up an API key with ChatGPT. Rohal's got a point. It's a 1 minute process. The hardest part about that process is naming your API key within OpenAI. All right. I think we got pretty much everything we want to do down here done. So I'm going to work on this chat log, make it static for now, but it's going to render a couple of components. We're going to have our user component, which is going to be us, which is our chats. And then we're also going to have another component that's going to be like from OpenAI. You can mock it locally pretty easily for tests and stuff, probably. Yeah, you just got to, so it's really simple. You just have to set up a .env.local file, pop in your API key, name it the same as what I'm using in the in one of the components, and you're good to go. I'm just happy I didn't leak my API key. Didn't go to GitHub, so. Chat log. Let's put a UL in here with some list items. Let's see how we're gonna do this, because we're gonna need to have two. Haha, yeah, I didn't end up having free time yesterday, but all my free time has been working on a friend's site. But I'd like to play around with that this weekend. Hell yeah. I don't think I'm coding this weekend. I've got plans. Might be the first weekend I'm not sitting here coding away, learning stuff. You know what I'm not liking though? It's been bothering me is the spacing in here. Let's just go fix some stuff real quick. So the button, I have it a size of 50. Let's do 45, make it a little smaller. Oh yeah. And then right, we're gonna do negative right of like 5. Push it over again. I'm sorry. 3. Perfect. And then the input padding X. I'm gonna just do padding 5 on the whole thing. That looks so much better. Cool. I got plans. Yeah, my brother's moving. I'm helping him move in. All right, let's work on the chat log. It's gonna be basically pretty simple. So I think what we'll do is we'll render a component, and I think the component will take in two things. Component's gonna take in our message as well as the AI's response. And then that's gonna be one component. So for every message that we send, we're gonna get back that one component with both of those in there. And then I think we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna do it again and again and again and again and again. I actually got 2 older brothers. 2 older brothers and a twin sister. I don't know if anyone knew that. I'm a twin. I got another version of me running around. Oh, it's just long hair. Let's see. I think each chat is going to be identical other than just like the response or the prompt. So I might make this into one component and we could just like pass it the props that we need, right? Right. I'm glad you all agreed with me on that one. Let's call this chat.jsx. And we definitely know it's going to take in some props, so we'll pass that in. And let's just build out what a chat's going to look like, right? So for sure, it's going to be a container. We're going to have 3 things, right? We're going to have the image, which is not going to be an image for the sake of this demo. It's just going to be like a little circle. And then we're going to have, I guess, honestly, just 2 things. Just the image and then the chat. Chat will be like a paragraph tag that we'll just style up to look like this. I think that's going to be pretty simple. So let's just say What do we call the little circle? Chatter? Yeah, we'll call it chatter. Chatter. And we'll conditionally render the class name. If it is me, it'll be gray. If it's ChatGPT, we'll make it purple. I mean, blue, sorry. Not blue, we'll make it orange. Where am I? But we'll do all that later. This is literally just gonna be a circle. And then we'll have a paragraph tag here. That is, actually, this should probably just be a span. And then we'll have a paragraph tag with some lorem in here. We'll do like lorem 10. That's a big message. And we'll set up the class names for this too. This should be pretty straightforward. We'll do like a big padding, like padding 5 maybe. Make sure the text is white. I think honestly that's gonna be it for that. And then the span for that, we'll just say, for now, we'll just default it to gray. So we'll say BG gray 200. We'll do size. Let's do like, what is size 5? What does that give me? 20 pixels? 20 pixels? I think that's good. Rounded full. And honestly, that should be it too. And I don't see anything because this is a component that we're not rendering anywhere. So let's go and import it into chat log. Import chat from chat. And actually we'll probably want to make this whole thing a list item so that we can be semantically correct, because we're going to be mapping through these inside of this UL. So we'll do chat, and we're going to pass in two things. We're going to pass in, for now, we're going to pass in just the message. Let's just copy this. Const temp chat equals what is wrong with this? Can I not use template literals? Well, it won't let me use that. What is wrong with this? So annoying. Let's just paste it in there. Just don't want all this. Well, let's just make it smaller. Why am I being so hard to work with right now? What is wrong with this? Is there something wrong with this lorem ipsum? Needs to be a template string. What do you mean a template string? I mean, this all works. Let's close this off. Wonder if it has something to do with the formatting, maybe. I don't know. I tried backticks and it wasn't working. It was throwing an error on me on there too. Oh, it works in here. So why doesn't the backticks work on here? It's the carriage return, which is knocking it off. Yeah, it's annoying. I'll make it smaller anyway, though. Put it right like that. I mean, this is just for testing anyway. I'm not trying to do something crazy. Oh, we need to go in here and delete all this. And now we're just going to pass in a message, but we need to take it out of props. So const message is equal to props. Cool. I don't see our little person, though. Why is that? Okay, so we have BG, gray 200, size 50 pixels. Sorry, 20 pixels on each, and a rounded full. Huh. Let's see what's going on. So it has a height of 0. I wonder why. Do I need to give it a block? Yeah. So I think it's an inline. Spans are inline by default, so block makes it show up. Cool. So inside the list item, let's do a class name. We can say flex, and we'll justify start, which is the default anyway, and then we'll just actually leave it there. Should keep it where we need to. Instead of size, let's just do min width 5, min height 5. Whoa, 5 is not what I thought it was it? That's not working out right. No, just chilling here. Wait, hi, are you a Treehouse 2? No, Dan just, he just popped in. Popped in from Twitch. Yep. So we know about the sister, not the 2 older brothers. I have a younger brother and an older sister. So yes, I am the middle child horror story. You have middle child horror stories. I feel that. Me too. Tell Bri and Travis what we're working on. How about you tell them? I just remember something about carts and CCs. Let them know. Let's do items start. Because I think by default it's set to stretch, which is why it was so tall. And I don't think this is lining up because we have padding right here. So if I take the padding, let's just do PT0. There we go. That looks a lot better. Cool. I think that should be it, right? And then let me test something here. So inside of the new chat, let's see if we can... see if we can set something up. So if I do use state, import that, and then we set const is AI, and then set is AI to use state. Well, no, that's not going to work because it'd have to. Well, yeah, because every time we render this component, we can update it if it is. Yeah, let's do it. So we'll say false. Actually, I'm sorry, we'll say true. And inside of the class names for the chat, well, we can say chatter, and we'll put is AI right here. And then in here we can say let's grab chatter. And we'll say in the class names, right? Let's just copy this. Let's say chatter. I want to render. How should we do this? If it's not chatter. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. Chatter. BG orange. Else. All of these. I swear. I can never get the syntax right with this stuff. Oh wait, this needs to be a question mark. All right, that fixes it. Let's do it the opposite way. So if it's not chatter, I want to bring all these. I don't want to write all these class names twice. Can I interpolate this? Yeah, let's interpolate this. I think we can interpolate this. Why don't you use your class names package? What is that? I never heard of that. I always have issues when I'm trying to interpolate something or run some like conditional logic, and it's only the syntax. Like I understand how to do it, it's just the syntax. Let's check this out. A simple JavaScript utility for conditionally joining class names together. Const class names equals require class names. Class names equals foo bar simple. You can simply include index.js on your going package with a script tag, and it will export a global class names method or define the module if you're using require.js. It meant tell solely too. I'll go over it in a little bit. That's cool. So it's kind of like you're passing an array of class names. Oh, that's cool. So render this if it's true. So we could probably pass in the state here, huh? Let's give this a try. If it takes too long for me to figure it out or whatever, we'll do what we gotta do. npm I class names, I think it was called, right? Just class names. Yeah, class names. All right, npm run dev. Do I need to import it globally, or do I just import it in the component that I want to use it? Probably just the component I want to use it, right? Let's do it here. Let's just see. Super great for React projects. I've never heard of this. All right. So class names. So how do I use class names? Do I just add it like an attribute? Like would I just say class names here and use it as a method? No, that breaks it. Scroll down a little more. Oh, here we go. Okay. Import class names from class names. Const button class equals class names. Okay, and then you just pass in button class for the class name. That's cool. All right, let's do this. So const chatter class classes. Say that. Const chatter classes. Equals class names, and that's a method. And then let's do how is this formatted? Button true. So what I want to add the class of. See, this is what kind of confuses me. So btn dash true. So if this is true, it'll give a class of button. Button over if is pressed is false. So you write your condition on the right and the class name on the left. Okay, and they're just not putting this in quotations because there's no dash in there. Okay, so I would do bg orange if chatter, right? Right, I think this works. And then for class name, we would just do chatter classes in here. Okay, this is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, I lost all my class names though from what we did earlier, what we needed. Let me just backspace a little bit. It's all of these. All right, so copy that out. Let's get back to it. Oh wait, wrong way. There we go. So I guess I would just say true right here if I want these. Hold up. Uh-oh. What am I doing wrong? Or would I just need this for the conditionally rendered one? You can do class names, BG true, rest of classes here. Oh, okay. Like that? That would make sense. Uh-oh. Parsing error expected. It's not liking that. Do I need to just do true like this? Probably. Let's see. Close the object before. Reference require is not defined. Import class names from try to see how I can get this to work. I think this should work. Yeah, it's not liking the import. Oh wait, this is me. Can't access chatter before declaration. Okay, so let me see something. Oh, yeah, this needs to just go above it since I'm actually using it. Cool, it actually works. We did add another class in here, I think, though. I think it was align items center. Or no, wait, hold on. Yes, I just installed the class names package. Daniel mentioned it because I was having some issues with conditionally rendering like I always do because I can't get the syntax right. Oh wait, class name. Sorry, I misspelled that. So yeah, this is working. So if I turn, so if chatter, if in my other thing, if I say chatter is false, this dot should be gray now, and it is. That's so cool. That's a cool package. I like that. Oh, cool. So I can actually just take this right out of the. That's cool. Why do I have that set again? But anyways. So I should be able to just close this because even though it's a method, it kind of looked like an array, like it could take multiple parameters. So if I just do that, this should still all work the same, right? It is yelling at me though. It's expecting a comma somewhere. On line 9. I have an extra. Oh, true, yeah, because we closed it here. Duh. All right, that's sweet. That's cool. I like that. So this takes a bool, and if it's true, it gives us this class name. If it's false, it doesn't. That's so much easier to use and just this is cool. I'm gonna use this from now on. Like, that's awesome. Good find. Thanks for sharing. That is so cool. Travis, do you know what the class names package is? Have you used it before? You have to go to dinner. All right, cool. Well, thanks for coming, pop in, and definitely thanks for sharing this resource. That's really cool. I never knew this even existed. This makes doing what I do every single time I build a React project so much easier. I'm with you on that, Travis. I'm gonna use this all the time. Like, I completely understand how to conditionally render my class names, but the syntax just always escapes me. I just got too much going on. This makes it so easy to understand and read, too. Hell yeah. I'm gonna add this to my bookmarks too under tools. Sweet. Is it here? Hell yeah. Cool. I agree. You're awesome. Thanks. Oh, Sully's older message. Sorry. It's just a woke up kind of thing. With half eye open, looked at the time and grabbed my computer and split second. The wires were still connecting when you said. Feel that. That's pretty much me every day, to be honest. Who is all watching the stream? Drop your names. Say hi. Let me know who's watching. Okay, so we have our chats. So if I were to create another chat down here and I set chatter to, well, I would have to say, is AI. See, this is where it would be kind of weird. Well, no, because we'll render this one time. So with each render, we'll update the state for if it's the AI or if it's not. Turvis. That's your new name, Turvis. Rohal's pretending to be Brian. Sean. That's how I read that. Sean. Rohal now identifies as Brian. I'm gonna identify as a problem if Rohal makes Brian look bad. That's what's gonna happen. Rohal. Asking for who's in the chat was a horrible idea on my part. Travis now identifies as Turvis. That is the best name ever. Turvis. Turvis Johnson. I'm calling you Turvis from now on. Turvis. All right. I guess let's just work on the AI part now. I'm going to go grab my API key in a separate window so you guys don't do bad things with my API key and make me spend a fortune. Chat.openai.com. Wait, that's not where I want to go. I want to go to OpenAI. And I want to go to API. And I want to go to the docs. That's not where I want to go either. API reference. Authentication. Oh man, I need a bookmark where I go to get like an API key from OpenAI. Oh, I have to log in, that's why. Not logged in. Sean now identifies as Sean. Okay, here we go. API keys. Create a new key. ChatGPT Clone in React. No restrictions. Create the secret key. We're going to copy that key. And now I'm going to create a .env.local file. And I'm going to... Can I pop this out? I think I can, huh? Cool. I can pop it out. So let's do... Oh no. Did VS Code glitch when I popped that screen out? Sure did. I can't even type anything in it. It won't let me type in my new file if I pop it out. All right, I'm gonna have to just bring my editor somewhere else for a sec, guys. All right, we're back. And actually, I will be right back. Give me like a minute. Don't miss me. You guys suck. Sean, you're the youngest of three, and you're the mature one. I feel that. Hey, Brian, are you in the chat? Bri. About to crack this open. I think it's your favorite, right? Let's get some ASMR. I'll put it right by the mic. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Need a little bit of caffeine. I didn't mean to be mean. I'm just saying. You don't know what Ghost is, Roald? Ghost is great. It's an energy drink, but it's not really all that bad. It's got a ton of vitamins and stuff in it, and it really doesn't have that much caffeine. I try to have one every few days or so. Hey, I got my water though. Don't worry. I got all this water. This is my second one so far today, so I'm still doing good on water. I try to drink 2 of these a day. All right, you guys want to get back into this code or what? Nope, never seen that. Poor Roald. He's missing out, huh, Brian? I have one every day. I used to drink one every day, but I kind of cut back. I have like a couple a week. You guys just think I have one all the time because I always have one on stream days, but every day that I stream, I try to grab one. This is probably my third favorite, the orange cream. It's pretty good though. I do drink one every stream because I sit here for so long, I don't get to get up and fuel myself. So it's my little drink every stream. Strop waffles. What is a strop waffle? Is this sponsored or what? I've seen the can 4 times in the last minute. Here's the 5th one. If Ghost wants to sponsor me, I'd be happy. That'd be great. I buy enough of their drinks. Okay, I got my API key and whatnot. Let's see if we can figure out how to ping this thing. So I think we'll have the prompt. Yeah, so I already set it up in state in the app component, the prompt, and then we're setting the prompt. So let's pass that to new chat. Let's pass, for sure, we're gonna wanna set the prompt in chat. So in the new chat, so say set prompt equals set prompt. And inside of new chat, I'm gonna grab it. Set prompt, I think it was. Yeah, equals props. Strop waffle equals delicious cookie. I want cookies. Cookies sound good. I want a cookie. Alrighty. So now we have set prompt in here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to create a function. Let's create the function up here. So say function ping chat GPT. And we're going to take in a prompt. Right? And we can say, oh, this brings me to needing to install Axios. So npm I Axios. Let's make sure this is still running. pm run dev. Oh no. Is it on a different port now? There. Tervis. Oh, why did I click on this? That looks so good. Description. A stroop. Oh, it's a stroop. I thought it was a strop. Stroop waffles wafer layers are made of a stiff dough or flour, butter, brown sugar, yeast, milk, and eggs that has been pressed into a hot waffle iron until crisps. That kind of looks like the cones in the United States that you get your ice cream put in these little wafer cones like that. A cookie though? Oh my god, take my money. Yeah, I need one now too. I need to know if they make these in the US. Let's do they make in the USA? Where to buy? I wonder if it's still like if it's any good in the States. I live in LA. Let's go. That sounds like California. I mean, Louisiana. Rouse's? I got a Rouse's down the street. I don't have any of these other things near me at all, though. But I do have a Rouse's. You know what? Next stream, if I can get one, I'll bring my Stroop waffle on stream next Thursday. You guys ready? Oh, I guarantee you, if you could find them in the States, they're probably nowhere near as good as what Rohal actually gets where he's from. All right, so we got a prompt. Let's console.log the prompt from this function, and we're gonna call this function just before we reset the value on submit here. So let's I don't even think that'll work because we're doing this before. I don't know. We'll see. So let's just say ping ChatGPT, and then we'll just say test right here. So let's see if this works. So I'm gonna submit the form. I'm gonna say hello Tervis, hit enter, and in the console shows test. Okay, so our function is working, but I don't think it's gonna really work because we're setting this up here. But I don't know. We'll see. Actually, we don't even need that parameter. I don't think anyway. That was just for me to test it. So in here, let's say set prompt to input val, right? And then let's console.log prompt. So we are going to need the prompt from props. And like I said, I don't think this is going to work. I think this needs to be under here. I just didn't want to put it in the component, but I guess we'll have to. So we're doing that. Let's grab prompt from app. So say prompt equals prompt. If I say test, hit enter, we get empty string returned. I don't know why. Let's check our components. So this state that we're returning, where does this state live? Let's close out a chat log right now because we don't need this. We don't need chat right now either. New chat. You can get fresh ones at weekly, like weekly. Just rub it in our faces. I'd love one. I haven't had nothing super sweet in a while. Anyways, this is inside app is where the prompt is. So it does show test. And I think we need to set this up into use ref because we're not updating the UI. So I don't think we're getting what we need. I could be very wrong though. Let's just try it out. Const user prompt. Actually, what am I doing? This is use ref. So const user prompt equals use ref, empty string for now. Set prompt to an empty val. Let's not do that yet. Let's say user prompt, which I need to spell correctly. Dot current is equal to input val. Console.log user prompt dot current. So now if I type in hello world, we hit enter. Cool. Now we actually get hello world in the console. So sweet. He says while drinking an energy drink. He's gonna say it's not that sweet. I personally don't think these ghosts are sweet. I really don't. I think they're all right. I did try to get my girlfriend to drink them, and she thinks every single one of these are so sweet. She can't even drink them. I'm like, they're not that sweet. But maybe these drinks are why I don't have a sweet tooth. Who knows? Show us the daily nutrition facts. It is 10 calories. That's it. Yeah, they're not very sweet for me either. See, Brian's on my side. Brian's on my team. Okay, so now when we hit enter, we're getting this user prompt. So can I take this user prompt and set the prompt? So set prompt to user prompt dot current, or is that really just another way of doing what I was already doing? So now if we try to send prompt, yeah, we get an empty string back, which is fine. We don't need this right now because we're not rendering anything. We're just gonna ping the AI with this. So let's just do, where'd the chat go? Y'all probably used to the sweetness. Probably, everything's sweet in the US. I thought Ghost was sugar-free. I think it uses sucralose though. It might. Let's see. Yep, I see sucralose in here, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. So let's set this up as an async function, and we can just say like const response. I don't want to type out response. Let's just do const res equals axios.get. And oh, I'm looking at one of my older projects up here. I'm not going to try to type it. I'm going to just paste it in. So the URL that we want to hit is api.openai.com/v1/chat/completions. And let's see, this is from my random project generator. I'm gonna just copy this down so I don't have to actually type all this stuff in. And we can just update as needed. Cool. So for authorization, I'm gonna say vite dot, I think I just called it, I don't want to open this up on stream. Let me move my thing. Let me make sure and see what I called my API key. Okay, so it's vite API key. All right. So let's just change this to that. Also, I don't have bearer in front of it inside the file, so I'm gonna just go ahead and interpolate that. So I'll say bearer and then just interpolate that there, and that should work. Oops, there we go. Okay, cool. And then role will be user, and content is actually just gonna be our prompt. I won't need all of this. We're just gonna need the prompt. So the prompt is actually user prompt.current, right? And we're probably gonna like just remove this altogether because I don't think we need this. This isn't rendering anything in the UI. So this state is kind of redundant. Let's just remove it. And if we need it, we'll come back, I guess. All right, what's it yelling at me for now? User prompt.current. Do I need to interpolate this? Yeah, I think so. Okay, that works. So max tokens is set to 1,000. That's fine. We can keep that there. We'll use the same model format. I don't need it in JSON. And then we just have our messages array. Daniel's back. What's up, dude? It's going pretty swell. We took a little break. I haven't grabbed me an energy drink, and we've been talking about stoop waffles. It's a cookie in the Netherlands, where Rohal's from, that I really want to try. Oh, you've had them? Apparently they do sell them somewhere close to me. There's a store down the street that I looked up on Google that does sell it, so I'm gonna go try one, but I have a feeling it's not gonna taste anywhere as good as what Rohal can get. But yeah. All right, so our ping ChatGPT function fires when we submit the form, and we're taking our user prompt, which is what is in the input field, and we're gonna make a Axios GET request to openai.com/v1/chat/completions. Here's some of the options we're sending with it, along with our API key. I think that's everything we need. Let's console.log the response and see if we even get anything back. And if so, we can go from there. What is a stoop waffle? Axios is not defined. Oh, I should probably import it. All right, let's try this again. What is a stoop waffle? Uh-oh, what's all this? Bad request. How come? Can I get some info on this? Status of 401. What is that? What is a 401? No, not a 401k. I meant a status code. Unauthorized. Well, that's fun. Why am I not authorized? I have my API key set up. If you shall not pass. They don't give me any more information. So I'm using the right model. CityJS London tomorrow. That sounds fun. I wish they had cool stuff around where I live. I would love to go to some sort of dev conference. I wonder why I can't access the API. It's not really giving me any helpful information here. You didn't provide an API key. Here's the information I was looking for. You didn't provide an API key, so you need to provide your API key in the authorization header using a bearer auth. Yeah. Authorization bearer your key. I did that, right? Authorization bearer. Did I spell it right? That's usually my first issue. B-E-A-R-E-R. B-E-A-R-E-R. Yeah. And then import meta.env.vite API key, which is what I called it. Bearer auth. All right, Tervis. If you're accessing the API from your browser and are prompted for a username and password, which I'm not, so don't worry about that. All right, let me pull my API key off screen real quick and let me make sure I'm setting that up correctly. My env.local file is in the root too. Let me add bearer in there and then take it out of the so it's Vite API key. Right. So let me make sure I'm spelling that correctly in here. And let's take bearer out. Let's try this again. What is a stoop waffle? And I'm still getting the same thing. That's so weird. Let me make sure my let's make sure my API key is like active. It should be. Why is it making me sign in again? Oh, it's active, and it even says enabled. Huh. Fun stuff. The only thing I took off was the response format. I don't think that really matters though. I can add that back, but I'm not requesting JSON. Nope, still get the same issue. Well, that's a bummer. I really don't know how to fix this. It says I'm not supplying an API key, but I am. You did not provide an API key. You need to provide your API key. Oh, you know what? I'm doing axios.get. I think this needs to be a post request. Let me see. What is a stoop waffle? Okay, I got something a little different this time. This time it was pending for a little bit. All right. So this time I got a 400, which is at least a different error code. Response. Let's go to data. Messages must contain the word JSON, and yeah, okay, because that's because I added this back in, which we don't like I said, we don't need that response in JSON format. So this should work now. What is a stoop waffle? Do we get it? Do we get anything? Well, we get the promise back, which is what we're which is really all that we're logging to the console. So I think that actually got it working. Sean, is that supposed to be a get or a post method at the end point? Did you ask that before I figured that out? Or after? I've always used post request with ChatGPT, OpenAI. It was before I changed it. My bad. I figured it out on my own anyway, so it's all good. So what's the issue now? We're just console.logging what? We're logging the promise. What do we get back from this promise? Do we get data? Sure do. Then we get choices. Do we get anything good in choices? Choices, first index, message. A stroopwafel is a type of Dutch cookie. Hell yeah. Okay, so we're getting back the data we want from the API now, which is great. That's the hardest part of this whole thing, I think. Yeah, I do need bearer in the auth. I had it in the I had it here. I interpolated it and I had it in there, and then I just I did this, but while I was troubleshooting, I ended up just adding bearer into the actual API key inside my env file, but this works just the same. So I'm just gonna leave it. Oh wait, I need to put another. Cool. All right, so instead of console.logging just the response, let's go to response. What was it? Choices at the first index. Message. Was it message? Yeah, message. Let's console.log that and see if that's right. What's a stroop waffle? Is it stroop or stoop? Res.choices is undefined. All right. Res.data.choices, I think, maybe. Stroop. All right. What's a stroop waffle? In promise, res.data is undefined. All right, let's go get the actual thing and stop guessing around. What's JavaScript? All right, so it is, let's see. Response. Is it response.data? Can we go from there? What's JavaScript? Oh yeah, you're right. Let's await the post. Duh. What's JavaScript? I spelled that very wrong. All right, so now I'm getting this object. So can I do dot choices? Dot choices, which is an array. I think it was the first index dot message. Let's try that. What's JavaScript? All right, cool. So now if I do dot content, or actually, so this role is really good too. We can test that to make sure it's from the AI, but it's kind of overkill for this. It's always going to be from the AI. You're posting Hey Arnold stuff. What did you post? Dude, that's funny you said that because I said that in my head. I was like, Stroop kid's afraid to leave his Stroop. That is like one of the only Hey Arnold episodes like that'll just follow me for the rest of my life. The Stoop Kid episode. It was like the best episode in my opinion. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, wow. Daniel and Rohal told me to await the promise. Yeah, I forgot. I set up the async function. I just forgot to await it. I'm so bad when I'm streaming. I'm just not very consistent at all. All right, so let's make sure we're getting back what we want. What's a Stroop waffle? Reply in Pig Latin only. A Stroop waffle is a sweetie. That's not Pig Latin. I probably spelled it wrong. But it is a chewy treat made of 2 thin layers, blah, 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 blah. So now we have access to the response. And that is going to be set up in a variable so we don't have to keep writing this. Let's say... say const reply equals, we'll say that, but we're going to set this up into some state anyway. Oh, already close to 3 hours on the stream today, and I only wanted to stream for like 4 hours, so I'll try to finish this up within the next hour. Need a bounce? Well, it was awesome having you. Thanks for all the help. Nice to meet you too, and thanks for the follow. Glad you popped in. We stream every Thursday, same time, so if you want to hop back in, just come hang out. Yeah, have fun in the conference. There's Soli. I thought she might have fallen asleep again. All right, so I think in app we're going to set up the state for the replies, right? So const, what would we say, reply and then set reply, I think would be the best. Say use state, we'll set it to an array. And let's also set up our stuff. So say const prompt and set prompt, which I know we already used, but and deleted, but now we actually have use for it, so it should be fine. And we're going to pass both of these. We're going to say we're going to pass the prompt like this prompt, and we're going to pass in the reply reply. And these will both be arrays of prompts and replies. And as they update, we're going to update one big array that'll have like them concurrently, I think. I'm making lunch. Burger with a slice of pineapple. Pineapple? Who else in the chat liked pineapple? Is it Rohald? Pineapple's gross. I hate pineapple. Pineapple isn't supposed to be on a burger. I don't know. I don't think pineapple's okay by itself, honestly. Pineapple on pizza, pineapple on burgers, pineapple on anything. Just no. No, no, no. Don't do it. Don't do it to him. All right, I'm going to put my ghosty over here before I drop my ghosty and it floats away. This stream is brought to you by Ghost. Nah, I wish. Can I even say that? Oh well, we'll cut it out. Roro. We got Bri, we got Roro, and we got Tervis. God, Tervis sounds like such an old guy's name. Tervis. Tervis Jenkins. I think inside of new chat, we're going to have to pass in the setters. Yeah, we will. Because this is where... Take it back. You know what? Inside this new chat, let's actually take out this ping ChatGPT. I guess we could leave it in. It's not that big of a deal. So at least let's just set, say set prompt equals set prompt. And we'll say set reply is equal to set reply. Const chat log and then set chat log. And I think what we'll do in here is just have a combination of prompt and replies. This is just how my thought process is with this. This might not actually work, but we'll see. Just trying to think of the things that I struggled with the vanilla vanilla JavaScript version of this project that I did a few months back. So we'll see. All right. So reply is equal to this. Let's just remove this and let's just say set reply, and it's going to equal. I mean, we're going to set it to this, but we need to also take this in. So we need to do set reply, right? Right. So now set reply, I'm sorry, should be in state once we ask a question. So what is JavaScript? Let's go check our state. Oh, cool. Nothing happens. Set reply is not a function. That's why. So let's see what's going on. What do you mean set reply is not a function? Set reply is a function. It's a setter function. Set reply, set reply. It's inside of new chat. New chat. Set reply is equal to set reply, set reply. You guys are funny. You're destructuring it from use state. Instead of off props. Ah, you're right. My bad. There we go. That should work. What is SpongeBob's full name? Set input val is not a function. Set reply is not a function. So how did set input val actually work earlier? If all of a sudden now it's... Oh, wait, hold on. I am so dumb. I'm so dumb. Give me a sec. Set... what was it? Set reply is equal to props. What is SpongeBob's real name? All right, let's check and see if it updated our state. SpongeBob SquarePants' real name is Robert. Wow, I did not even know that. Did y'all know that? His name is Robert? Robert SquarePants. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that. Thanks, ChatGPT. All right, so now I think what we can start to do is start to update the UI just a little bit. Yeah, it straight up says it right here. I can't make this part of the screen any bigger for some reason, so I'll take a screenshot and zoom in. SpongeBob SquarePants' real name is Robert. Robert SquarePants. Is that an hallucination? Who knows? All right, so chat log. Let's open up chat log. According to most sources, there is no definitive information on what SpongeBob SquarePants' real name is. However, some theories suggest his real name is Robert Bob SquarePants, and the SpongeBob is a nickname. This is based on an episode where Patrick calls him Robert. His original name was going to be SpongeBoy, but it was changed to SpongeBob SquarePants due to copyright issues. So while not officially confirmed, most popular theory is that his full name. Wow. We should ping Rohald instead of ChatGPT for this clone. I'll write a ping Rohald function. We're going to connect to the API in Rohald's brain and get a response. API key is going to cost like 7,000 USD per request. Yeah, it didn't give me a very long response. It probably would have told me all that though if I looked it up, or if I set like the response to be more like that, I guess maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But it is kind of like, I don't know if that's a thing out there in the UK, but when someone's named Bob in the US, like I just always know their full name's probably Robert. I just didn't think SpongeBob and didn't think of Bob, you know? Because SpongeBob is just, it's all one word for me. That makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, let's take this chat that we're returning here and let's map over our replies, right? So this is in the chat log. So the chat log is going to need the replies. So let's say reply is equal to reply, and it should say replies, but I'm not going to go change that. Just, oh, we already are passing it. Cool. So it does have access to it. So we'll say props, and then we'll take, we'll say const reply is equal to props. And I'm just going to go change it now because this is going to bother me. We're going to change all of reply that you see everywhere to replies. And then set replies. I should have just control F this. But Jesus. Yeah, I should have just controlled F that. And I think I have some in the new chat as well. I'm going to control F that. Reply. Replies. There we go. Cool. That works. That works. Let's make sure I didn't break anything. Set replies. 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 All right. Hello there. Dang. I probably did break something. In promise type error. Set replies is not a function. Set replies is not a function. Why are you lying to me? Ah, this is why. Set replies. Hello there. All right, no errors. Hello, how can I assist you today? Okay, good. We're back on track. So now replies actually has stuff in it. So we should be able to loop over it. So we should be able to say replies.map. And we want to map every reply. We'll grab the index and we'll return that. And we're going to give it a key of index chatter AI. We're just going to leave that for now as is. And then we're going to say reply dot. Actually, just going to say reply. Of course, it broke stuff. What did we do wrong? Probably something simple. Replies is undefined. You mean replies is undefined? Props. Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, this is just reply. There we go. Hello there. Replies.map is not a function. How are we setting replies? That's the question. And I think that's a new chat. So set replies. Yeah, that's why. We need to take prev replies and we're going to spread it. I think how do we do that? Prev replies and then the do item. That's not working. Can I just write replies in here? Spread it? Would that do the same thing? I think so. You just use multi-cursor. I found this extension that preserves caching when making changes. Super convenient and remain. Oh, wow. Does it just do it automatically or do I have to like select everything? Like Control D. I'm gonna install that. That's awesome. Multi-cursor case perspective. Was it multiple cursor case preserve. Here it is. Oh, that's sick. How does it work? Wait, I'm not even using that anywhere. How does it work? I don't want to read the docs. Yeah, I'm pressing Command D. Oh, because I have an extra E in there. Yeah, that basically works the same as the... So how's that any different from what I already use with the just the regular Command D to select everything? Oh, it'll actually just keep the letter lowercase? That's cool. Dang, I forgot what we're doing now. What is JavaScript? Let's see what's going on. In promise, reference error replies is not defined. Where's this at? This is a new chat. New chat. Replies is not defined. Yeah, because we're not passing it in, so we need replies. What is JavaScript? All right, replies is undefined. Also in new chat. What do you mean? Oh, I see what you're saying, Rohald. That's cool. I feel like on every single stream I learn a new tool or a new like piece of something. All right, so let me try to figure this out. So inside of ping ChatGPT, it looks like we're getting this error, and that's inside the chat log, right? No, that's inside of new chat. So we are taking it from here. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting this error. Replies is undefined. Are we passing it to new chat? We're sure not. So say replies equals replies. Now everything should work. All right, so what is a stroop waffle? Cool, look at that. A stroop waffle is a Dutch waffle made from 2 thin layers of baked dough. The caramel syrup filling, I'm not reading the rest of that. Try using a callback. I actually did that from the beginning, but I was getting errors and I thought it was due to something else with replies, but it was because I wasn't passing it. So yeah, let's do that now. Let's go back and do that. So we could say prev replies. Do I just... Would I do this in the array or do I do this outside the array? So yeah, so this is inside the setter function. So prev replies, and then we're gonna get that. So every reply, well, this will be in the array. We'll spread the previous replies that are already there. Then we're gonna add in, crap. I have to go back and get that variable. This. Like that. That should work, right? Yeah, set replies, and we're taking the previous replies, we're spreading them in the array, and then adding in the new reply. So if I say, what is JavaScript? It should tell me. And now if I ask it, what is a stroop waffle? It should append it. Cool. So now we're just missing my stuff, which is ultra simple to set up and do. I'm distraught. I forgot to do fries. I think worse than having pineapple on a burger is not having fries with a burger, to be honest. So you said you're distraught. I'm going to bring up a reference, especially because earlier Travis mentioned Stoop Kid, and I wish I would have said it so it doesn't sound like I'm just copying him. But you saying distraught reminds me of something, so I'm going to say it, and I wonder if anyone else has the same brain as me. But there's this... I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Is everybody else a Harry Potter fan? And if so, do you know where I'm going with this? Does anybody know where I'm going with this at all? Let me know. That'd be really cool if someone like just gets it. Maybe not though. Ah, none of you guys get it. So Moaning Myrtle. I forget which I think it was the Slytherin one, right? Not Slytherin. I forget the name of it, but regardless, there's this part where Moaning Myrtle's like, I was distraught. Yeah, when she's in the bathroom. She's like, I was distraught. Anyway, when you said distraught, I read it in Moaning Myrtle's voice. It's funny. All right, let's get our stuff in here, our stuffs, right? And what we're gonna do is instead of looping through the replies to build this, we're gonna be looping through our bigger array of the chat log. But before we do that, we need to get our replies in here too. So this might look very out of whack, but it's okay. We're gonna do prompts equals prompts, and we're gonna change this to an S, and then set prompts, then set prompts, and set prompts. Sure hope this didn't break nothing, as it breaks everything. Prompt is not an iterable. Where is prompts? Where is this giving me this app? There we go. Which house do I identify with? I'm gonna go straight up Gryffindor. I love me some Gryffindor. Heading out for the day. Adios, Brohald. Thanks for hopping on as usual. Goodbye for now to you, my friend. That's what is that? Out of the box? You're Ravenclaw. I've never met a Raven. Oh, my back. My back is killing me. I never met a Ravenclaw. I don't really know. Pretty much everyone I've ever asked are either like Slytherin or Gryffindor. You don't see much Hufflepuff. You don't see much Ravenclaw. All right, so like I said, this might break some, or it might look very out of whack, but that's just so I can make sure everything's working. So chat log is here. We're passing in prompts, replies, and, well, we can take prompt out, actually. Taking in prompts now. So let's grab it from props. I'm grabbing prompts from props. Prompts. Jeez, I cannot spell. I have my editor very small today so that I can get more on the screen. So it's really messing with my eyes. You picked up on the song. I didn't. That's crazy. Not a lot of people know about Out of the Box. That's the OG right there. Out of the Box is the OG. For whatever random reason, I started singing that exact song like a week ago. And I didn't know where it was from or what it came from either. Okay, so we're going to take prompts. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to map over prompts. And for every prompt, I'm going to get the index as well. And we're just going to return our chat component. Key equals index. Chatter equals the opposite of AI. And message is equal to, sorry, not reply, prompt. Oh no, it breaks everything, but I think it's just because I didn't close it. Okay, cool. So let's just give this a try. What is JavaScript? So that didn't work. I should see my prompt up here too, because that's telling me it's not updating set prompts. Everything right up to me saying, "Ah, my back." What do you mean? I do remember saying, "Ah, my back." My back is killing me today. I think I pulled something. I'm gonna have to rest it up this weekend as much as I can. Deja vu moment. Oh. Yeah, I think we're having an issue with setting up my prompts in state. So let's go check our state. Yeah, you see state's empty for my prompt. So set prompts is inside of new chat. So let's go check out new chat. Are we setting my prompt anywhere? Set. Nope, sure not. We're not setting my prompt anywhere. We're not even taking it out of here. So set prompt. And is it prompt or is it set prompts? It's prompts. So let's do that. Let's say set prompts. And we don't need replies in here, so we'll remove that. But we do need set replies. So set prompts. And this is going to be inside of our ping ChatGPT component, I believe. We can just say set prompts. And we'll do the same thing we did earlier. We'll say prev prompts. And we'll put this in an array. And we'll spread the previous prompts. And we'll add in our new prompt. Well, wait, that's not that. That's going to be what we're pinging this with. So user prompt.current. All right, so this should all work now. I believe. We'll see. You know how many times I've said that and it just didn't work? What is a Stroop waffle? Okay, it kind of worked. I don't see my message up here. So why is that? Let's go check our chat component that's rendering that. So chat component renders message. And in here, sorry, inside of our chat log, we're rendering message is equal to prompt. Prompts.map. So prompt. Oh, and you know what? It's just showing an empty string here. So let me figure out when we're resetting it, because we're actually setting the input value back to an empty string, and I think that's what it's grabbing. Nope, we are doing this first. Let's just take it completely out of here. Let's do that. It does. All right, let's see if that works. I don't think it will, but we'll see. What is Harry Potter? No, it still doesn't work. So we're having an issue setting the state, actually. So on the form submission, we're setting the prompt, right? With user.prompt. Okay, hold on. We're not setting prompt yet. Actually, we don't do that anywhere. That's the issue. We're setting it right here. So let's do that. We'll say input val here just before we remove it. What is Harry Potter? There we go. What is Harry Potter? Cool, then we get our question back. What is JavaScript? Okay, so this is the issue I was telling you about earlier. We're gonna have a little bit of issues here because with the ordering, but this should be a super simple fix. So inside of the chat log, we're looping over all of our prompts, and then we're looping over all of our replies. So it's going to create a bunch of list items at the top of all of our prompts, and then all of the replies there. So in order to fix that, I think as we get a prompt, we're going to append it to another array, and as we get a reply, we're going to append it to that array as well. And that's just going to keep on happening over and over and over. So then we can render this chat component one time, just once, for every chat in the big array, right? Which is going to be this chat log that I set up. Yep, I think that's going to work. So let's initially set this to empty, right? And every time we go to update the prompts, we're going to update the chat log as well. And then we're just going to render the chat log. So let's pass the chat log to the chat log component. Say chat log equals chat log. And I think we're going to probably end up deleting these out of here. I don't think we'll need them, but we'll see. So chat log now has the chat log. And what we're going to do is we're going to render that from here. We're going to say chat log dot map, and we can say log and index for every item. Really, we're going to return chat key will equal the index. Chatter, we're just going to equal true for now for all of them, and we'll go and fix this later. And then the message will be the current log. Yeah, just the current log, honestly. I think that would be everything we need. So let's remove this. We're also going to need to import chat log. So we'll do chat log. Like I said, I don't think we'll need prompts or replies anymore. I don't think. So we'll see. This shouldn't work yet, but let me see what the issue is. So right now it's saying chat log is undefined inside of chat log. What do you mean chat log is undefined? Chat log is undefined on line 12. All right, so that means we're not passing it to the chat log, are we? Chat log is here. We're passing chat log. Oh, it's not an array. There we go. This shouldn't do anything yet, though, because we're not actually appending anything. So we need to go and find out where we're setting the prompts and setting the replies, which is going to be a new chat. So we're going to say set prompts. We're just going to say set chat log prev chats. Take previously prev chats or input that, but we need to bring in the set chat log, which means we also need to do this here, set chat log. Probably going to actually completely delete replies and prompts since we're kind of grouping them together now. I think that would make the most sense. Ow. Set chat log is equal to set chat log. Okay, so we're setting the chat log on the prompts. Now we need to do it on the replies, which is right here. We're just going to say set replies. We're going to change it to set chat log. We're going to take the previous chats. We're going to spread those previous chats and then add in our new item. And now this should work. Let's see. Hey, what is JavaScript? And of course, set chat log is not a function. Okay, let's see what's going on. This is on line 39 of new chat. 39. Set chat log. All right, chat log is here. Am I not passing set chat log to the new chat component? I'm sure not. So set chat log equals set chat log. Okay. What is JavaScript? Waynes.dev. What's up? Thanks for the follow. Oh, my back. Thanks for the follow. Okay, cool. So what is JavaScript? And then we have the thing back. What is a stroop waffle? Cool. This is all working now. So now the only thing I need to do is change the dot, right? So the dot is only going to be for the AI assistant. We're going to be gray. And I think this is pretty simple the way that I initially set it up. So we can remove the set replies and set prompts because we're kind of just consolidating them now. So let's remove that everywhere we see it. Do we see prompt anywhere in here? User prompt, I need that. User prompt, I need that. Okay. Chat log, what about? Yeah, so you see the replies and prompts we're going to remove. Don't need that. That's good. I don't think chat had any of that in here. Nope, sure didn't. And then prompts and replies, we're going to remove that here. And prompts, set replies, set prompts, all that, I'm going to remove here too. Let's just make sure this is all working. What is the difference between JavaScript and Python? Cool. JavaScript and Python are both popular programming languages, but they have their differences. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We can also remove the state that we set up for these. Don't need those anymore either. Pretty much finished here. We just need to set up the chatter, which is this is AI. I think this will be very, very simple to do too. Could be, could not be. We'll see. Yay, new follow. You're awesome. Yeah. I think we got like 2 or 3 new follows this stream, which is super cool. I do need to start streaming on different days though to get affiliates. So, Soli, you'll probably be asleep. But I'll probably just stream randomly. I am working on a couple of side projects. They're not really going to be fun like this, where I'm kind of explaining what I'm doing as I'm going. Probably just going to have some cool music playing, and I'm just going to code and just be on stream. If you guys ever want to just come hang out, ask me some questions, do whatever. You only saw one because you were sleeping for the first half of the stream. Duh. Oh, you're funny. Okay. Where are we setting the is AI at? That's right here, right? That's in the chat log. So how can we do this? If we update this each time, actually, you know what? This might be a little bit more involved than I thought. I don't think we can use that. So say chatter, turn that away. I'm going to take that off. Take this. I do need to figure out how we're going to do this though. Wait a minute. I think we actually get something back from the API, right? So if I just like console.log res, let me see. Hey, what's up? All right, let's go check out our, hey, not much, want to chat? What's up with you? My beauty sleep comes first. I feel that. My beauty sleep comes first too. I feel that. Want to go to the console? So this is what we're getting back, right? So I think with the data that we get back, inside of choices, inside of the first item, and inside of message, see, we get this role that says assistant. So we can say if role is assistant, maybe we'll render that class name on the chat or something. Right? I think so. AI is like, what's your problem now? For real. So whenever we ping the AI, we're setting the role to user, which is us. But when we get back, we have the role is set to assistant. So I think we can use that to figure out how to dynamically render the right class names for the chat itself. I think that'll be simple. So we're just gonna have to update a couple of things. So let's go to the chat log itself. So every time we're setting the chat log, let's, instead of setting this as just a clean array, let's do an object. We can say role is equal to, I'll just set an empty string for now, and then we're gonna set this to the message, right? Message is equal to res.data.choices.message.content. So we see message.content, where is it? Message.content. It's right here. Where did I see the assistant, or the role, I should say? Where was that? I really don't see it anywhere. Where did I just see it? Oh, okay, so it's in message. So it's message.role, okay? So we'll say here res.data.choices 0 first index .message.role. And that should set the role to assistant. Actually, that should set the role to user, because we are making this request to the API. I lied. This is a response. Sorry. Our role is set to user right here. Okay. Simple, simple, simple. So right now we're setting an object inside of our chat log array. That's important, because we're going to need to do the same thing whenever we submit a prompt. And that's right here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to submit we're going to take all the previous objects, and we're just going to say, how did we do that earlier? We did role, and we're just going to put this one as user. We're going to hard code that because it's us. And then what was the input val, right? So then we're just going to say message is equal to input val. So this is going to break everything. Nothing's going to work when we submit something, because now we're, instead of looping over just an array, we're doing objects, and you can't do objects. You can't return objects in React. So we need to just get the right value, which is super simple. So we'll say log.message right here. That should just instantly fix it, I believe. Hey, what's up? Cool, it does. But now we have a new property. We have log.role. So we can say, how do we do this? Well, let's just pass it. We'll just pass it. We'll say role is equal to log.role. And inside of the chat, we'll do something with it. So we're going to take, role as props. We could take chatter away because we're not using chatter anymore. And let's see. Instead of just putting chatter here, we can say is role equal to assistant. I think that should work. No, it doesn't. It looks like it overrides both. So if role is assistant, add the class of BG orange. Why is it doing it for both? Let's check our, hey, what's up? Let's check our state and see if it's showing the right thing. Okay, so it's, I don't know why it's doing this. So it is saying the role is set to assistant for what the AI brings back, and it's saying our role is set to user for us. So it's working the way it should, except it's not working the way it should. Oh, wait, what am I doing? That's just checking if role is true. If role is equal to assistant, there we go. Boom, it works. So tell me about JavaScript in only 2 sentences. Cool. So obviously we are gray and the AI is orange. So if I type something else like, that's awesome, tell me more, guess what happens? It says, sure, what exactly would you like to know more about? You want to know why? Because it doesn't have context of the previous conversation. But that's a very, very, very simple fix. So every time we ping ChatGPT, let's give it a log of everything we've already discussed. But how do we do that? Well, that's super, super simple. We already have that set up in state. So you see this messages array that we're sending it? We're sending it the role of user, and we're sending it the content, which is our prompt. What we want to do is probably take that array. So let's change content to, this needs to say content. So in our state, let's say, let's call it something different. In our state, we'll say, where are we setting this up at? I got so much stuff going on. Message, we'll call it content instead. Okay, we'll make it a 1-for-1 match, and we'll do it here too. So that might break some things because, yeah, so it's gonna break some things because we're using those variables right here. So if we just change that to content, it should work. What's Harry Potter? Okay, wait, something else is going on. So content is, oh, you know what? We can keep it message. Let's just be consistent though. We'll say content, but we got to do log.content as well. And now we have to change that here too. So message will now be content, and then we'll change that to content here. So there, we got it set up that way. So now I think we can like send the log, and that should be simple. So we just need to send this log. And then we want to end it with this. So what I think we can do is we can actually just spread our chat log. No, don't like that. But I think that's just because we don't have chat log in here. So let's bring it in here. We'll bring it in here like that, and then we're gonna pass it into, what was that, new chat? So we'll say chat log. All right, let's see if this does anything. What is Harry Potter? Harry Potter is a popular book series. What are the names of all the movies in order? See, now it knows the context. Before, it wouldn't have known what I meant by what are the names of all the movies before, but now it has our context in the chat log. So now it says the Harry Potter movie series contains 8 films. So super cool. So now we can talk with it. So I could say, I can keep talking about Harry Potter. I don't have to give it a full window of information every single time. It'll have everything we've talked about previously kind of like sent back to it, so it knows what we're talking about. So essentially every time we send something, like when I sent what are the names of the Harry Potter movies in order, it actually got this and this before it got this prompt. So it has this context of what it's already talked to me about. Cool, we have a ChatGPT clone. I'm going to set up some issues for this for you guys to come in and fix, because I already know off the bat there's going to be a couple of issues. First off, look how wide this thing gets. This is a super simple fix. Another one would be, what is the difference between JavaScript and Python? I misspelled Python, but it should probably know. It sends it like that. So now look at the UI. UI is all messed up, but that's super simple. I'll actually fix it real quick, and then I'm gonna delete that so that you guys can go and fix it. But that's gonna be our chat log component. And we could just say overflow auto. And now it scrolls. But I'm gonna take that out. You didn't see that. Super simple fix. Go fix it yourself. Oh, I wanted to finish the stream right about now, so that's perfect. We built a ChatGPT clone, so we can ask it anything we want. Man, my back is killing me. I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. Go get this fixed. But yeah, we have a whole working ChatGPT clone in the browser with context, so we can keep talking to it. Pretty neat. I'll spruce up the repo, and I'll add up some things in here so you guys can come and fix it. Working ChatGPT clone with React basic. Let's push this up. Cool. So this should be on GitHub now. Just go to github.com/myname/ChatGPT clone. I'll put it in the chat if you guys want to see it. Sounds like a great idea to have the rest of the day off. Yeah, I think I need it, to be honest. I only got an hour left of my work shift anyway, give or take, so can. Yeah, I hope you guys like the stream. We actually built an entire ChatGPT clone live. Very minimal hiccups. So you guys can go make your own ChatGPT. So you guys want to know something kind of cool? I'm going to open up Discord real quick so you guys can see Discord. I'm not going to open up the staff Treehouse Discord because there's proprietary information. Can't be sharing all that. But we used to have a channel in there. We deleted it for whatever reason, I forget. But I actually set up ChatGPT with one of the channels. So like you could theoretically go inside this channel. We called it Treehouse AI. And you ask it anything you want, hit enter, and it'll ping a chat bot that I coded up. I actually have a video over on the site where I show you how to make a Discord ChatGPT chatbot. It's really cool. If you guys want to see me do it live, we can do that live too one day. Maybe keep this AI series going. But I got the code pushed up to GitHub for you guys. You guys can go take a look at it. I'll add some issues that you guys can fix. And there's also some cool features that I think I could draw up for this if you guys want to work on that too. But yeah, this is a pretty cool stream. I had a lot of fun. Who's all here? It shows that we got 6 viewers. Who's left? I think we peaked at around like 15 viewers earlier. Oh no, I've frozen. There we go. You guys gotta let me know when I freeze. I don't freeze in the most flattering ways either. No one wants to tell me they're still watching. I know Soli's here unless she fell asleep. I know Sean's here. I know Brohald and Turvis had to leave. Oh, you didn't catch the freeze? Good. Maybe I caught it in time. Maybe it was early. Soli in the house. Well, this was a lot of fun. But your boy's tired. I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day. I'm gonna set up the issues for this first. And I'll probably hack around a little bit at the repo and kind of clean it up a little bit, but that's pretty much it. If you guys want to go and contribute to it. One thing you will have to do in order to get this to work though, you're gonna have to create a .env.local file, and you're gonna want to set up your API key in there, and you're gonna want to name it the exact same way that I named it here in order for the app to work on your end. Sorry, it's in new chat. I named it Veet underscore API underscore key in all caps. But you set that up in a .env.local file like I have right here, and you guys should be good to go. I'm not even sharing my screen. You guys can't even see my screen anymore. I'm such a dum-dum. Here we go. Yeah, if you want to work on this locally, you just have to create a .env.local file, add your API key in there, just name it this, and the whole app should just work. But that's it for me, guys. I had a super fun stream. This was nice. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. We did lose last week's stream. I forgot to upload it. It's fine though. I didn't finish the app anyway, so it would be a misleading title to even upload that to YouTube. So it's fine. But any one of y'all that are following the 100 Days of Code series, I'm gonna make the rock paper scissors part of that series, so you guys will have a full video on how to build it. I'll probably do that this week or next week. Well, probably next week. It's already getting close to the end of the week. But I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys next Thursday, same time, same place. Adios. Peace.